I'm shuffling.
Oh, hi there. Coach Sage Kennedy of VO2 Max Productions here with another training talk. And happy Halloween, first of all. And you have not been hoodwinked, you have not been rickrolled. No, not rickrolled. You're at the right channel. This is the information for top marathon training tips, as well as, if you subscribe to my channel, I also provide half marathon training tips, 5K, 10K, all the way up to ultra marathon running, mountain running, trail running, you name it. You found the right channel on the YouTube. But we'll dive right into the training talk. Top 4 key workouts for marathon training. It's really 3, but one of the key workouts are easy recovery runs, which are just as important as the hard days. So we'll define the 3 key workouts first, and the 4th one being easy run recovery runs. And with marathon training, again, if you want to finish your first marathon, if you're a beginner and you're getting up into distance, there's the Runner's World train 3 days a week plan, which actually incorporates all these elements that I'm going to talk about. But if you want to take your marathoning up to the next level, if you really want to try to reach your potential, maybe qualify for Boston, things like that, you're going to have to run consistently higher mileage than probably what you're used to, as long as you don't get injured. And when I say higher mileage, I realize most people don't have time to run 60, 70, 100 miles a week. Well, some of you might have time to run more than 70, but you might be starting at 20 or 30 miles a week, and just running 40 or 50 consistently over months and months and months and years and years and years really adds a lot of strength, and it's really the consistency that counts, and that's going to help your marathon performance. Now, we break down the key workouts. First workout is the long run. It's an element in all marathon training plans, whether you're looking at Fitzinger, Hansen's, our training plans, sagerunning.com, Daniels, Galloway, all these plans on the web. You got to do a long run, and it is dependent a little bit on weekly mileage and experience, but if you don't get that element of a long run in, and usually it's at least around 20 miles, because you want to be able to work up to your glycogen stores running out. Sometimes it's by time though too. That really builds a lot of strength. Marathon specific strength is what we call it. And then the second key workout, by the way, I'm going to link at the end of this video, I'm going to link to videos that I'd elaborate more in depth into these training elements. But second key workout is what we call kind of lactate threshold, basically lactate threshold or tempo run. In our website, sagerunning.com, we define this in a pace spectrum. But these are basically, other people call them stamina types of workouts, but these are workouts that are slightly faster than your goal marathon pace, but they're not all out. It's more like an 80 to 85% type of effort. So it's enough that you're breathing hard, you're working pretty hard, but it's not, a super hard effort. It's a moderate day, so to speak. And these could be anywhere from like 20-minute tempo runs to doing 2-mile repeats, or even up to the 40 minutes or 60-minute type of progression runs, up-tempo runs, where you kind of speed up and you run faster and faster as you go along. But it's sub-maximal, 80 to 85% of your maximum type of effort or heart rate, and you're really working just, maybe it's only 15 or 20 or 25 seconds per mile or faster than your goal marathon race pace, but you don't have to do it as long. So it's kind of, if you race the 10K, it might be closer to that kind of pace and that kind of level intensity. It does depend on what kind of time range you're in. Now we get into the third major categories of workouts. So we got long run, we got our tempo runs, lactate threshold, stamina workouts. Now we're going faster, we're going down to speed interval types of workouts. And this kind of falls into a category, again, a lot of different terms, VO2 max type of stimulus. So high-end aerobic capacity, basically you're breathing really hard, you might be sprinting intervals, usually doing like a track workout or something. It could be running uphill sprints, doing short 1 or 2 minute uphill sprints at a really high effort, over 90% maximum effort, and taking a recovery interval in between each hard effort. This could be doing 400 meter repeats, 1 lap around the track multiple times and taking a rest. It could be doing kilometer repeats on the track or even mile repeats. So interval training, speed training, this is very significantly faster than your goal marathon pace. It's faster than your 10K race pace. It's more like 5K race pace or even faster depending on the nature of the workout, the distance you have in the repetition, but also the recovery period and what stage you are in training. But it's basically working on your muscles, your leg muscles, to move really fast. It gets a stride rate up real quick. If you get close to 200 steps a minute instead of the usual maybe 180, and you're getting those legs moving fast, you're getting good stride rate, good running form, but you're also working your heart and lungs really hard, and the burning sensation of lactic acid, you're learning to buffer that better. So in essence, it makes you more efficient at your marathon race pace. It's going to make marathon race pace feel more like a comfortable jog because you're used to this really intense stuff, this intense interval stuff, even the tempo runs, lactate threshold training, and now you got marathon pace, which is even slower. Now, I could go into that, and there's different videos that I'll link to at the end of this that go really in depth into each one of these categories. But the final category, of course, the fourth one, being easy recovery days. And that's the majority of my training days as a professional marathon and ultramarathon runner. Most of the days I go out, I have at least 2 easy days in between each of these harder workouts, even if it's a hard long run, where I'm just running really relaxed, conversational pace, not worrying about pace. It could be as slow as maybe 2 minutes a mile slower than marathon pace, but for most of you it's probably closer to 1.5 minutes. But you could talk, you could relax, you run relaxed, try to run with good form, but you don't want to strain. The goal is to recover for the next higher intensity, faster session. So that's just as important, and it's really important when you're building your mileage up so you don't get hurt. But those are my key, the 3 essential marathon workouts that you need to really progress and reach your potential. And yeah, you could do it on less per week if you just want to finish a marathon. But if you want to reach your potential, the mixture of those workouts and the timing is a very delicate balance. It's like making a cake recipe, and each one of these are key ingredients where you're mixing in the baking soda and the flour and everything, and you're trying to get it in the right proportion at the right time. And if you mess up along the way, your cake's going to come out flat, or it's going to taste like cardboard. So it's really important, and I could go on and on for hours about this, but check out these other videos. Check out our website, sagerunning.com. We have a BQ marathon plan. It's geared for more advanced marathon runners, maybe if you're close to that Boston Marathon standard, or just looking to improve below 250 or 240 even in the marathon. We go that fast. But thanks again for subscribing. Thanks for watching. I'll link to my other key marathon training, just kind of similar to this video. I'll link to it right there. I'll link to a video on lactate threshold tempo run training, since it's probably kind of the most delicate of these workouts, so to speak. So I'll link to that there. Be sure to subscribe. Again, thanks so much for all the support. Thanks for all the comments. Feel free to comment below with future training talk topics. Hope your fall's going well. Happy Halloween, and stay tuned for more VO2 Max Productions.